Hey everyone, and welcome. Are you ready to put your water wisdom to the test? I'm your host, and today we are diving headfirst into the WaterWise quiz. This is all for fun and to learn a thing or two together. So let's get started.
Okay, for our first round, we're going to talk all about saving water. We'll get into why it's so important and how we use it. So get those thinking caps on, because here comes question number 1.
All right, first question up. With so many more people on the planet these days, why is it a super big deal to save water? I'll give you a moment to think on that one.
And the answer is because demand is sky high. I mean, it makes sense, right? More people means we need more water. But here's the catch. Pollution and waste are making our clean water supply smaller. That's exactly why every single drop we can save really, really counts.
Great job on that one. Let's move on. Next up is a vocabulary question. What exactly is a reservoir? Think about where our cities and towns might store huge amounts of water. Go ahead, take a second.
That's it. A reservoir is basically a giant human-made lake that's built just to store water. You can almost think of it like a community's water piggy bank, you know? It keeps all that water safe until we need it, especially when it's not raining much.
Okay, let's make this one a little more personal. We all know we're supposed to drink water, but can you name 2 things that clean water actually does for your body?
And yep, there are so many good answers here. Clean water is an absolute superstar for our bodies. It keeps us healthy, helps us fight off getting sick, sharpens our brains so we can focus, and of course, it keeps us clean. It's totally essential for our health and energy.
Time for a super practical question, something we can all try to do every single day. Can you name 3 ways you can save water right there at home?
Yes, all of these are fantastic answers. And what's so cool is how simple they are. Taking a shorter shower, finally fixing that annoying drip, drip, drip from a leaky tap, or just turning off the water while you brush your teeth. They're all tiny habits that add up to make a huge difference.
And just like that, round 1 is over. You're doing great. Now for round 2, we're going to switch gears a little bit. It's not just about saving water, it's also about keeping water clean, because it doesn't matter how much water we have if it's not safe to use.
All right, let's kick off round 2. Now this topic isn't the prettiest, but it's so important. What is sewage?
Exactly. Sewage is pretty much all the waste and dirty water that goes down our toilets and drains. It's absolutely vital that we treat it properly before it gets back into the environment. Otherwise, it can cause some serious problems for our rivers and lakes.
Speaking of problems, let's talk about the causes. Can you name 2 sources of water pollution? Where does all that nasty stuff come from?
And the answers are things we see pretty much every day. Stuff like cleaning soaps and detergents, chemicals from farms like fertilizers, and of course, yucky leaks of oil or sewage. It just goes to show you that pollution can come from our homes, from farms, and from our cities.
So let's dig just a little bit deeper on that one. How exactly do pesticides and fertilizers from farms get into our water?
Okay, this one's a little tricky, but it's so important to understand. When those chemicals are sprayed on fields, the rain can wash them deep down into the soil. And from there, they can contaminate the groundwater. That's the water that's naturally stored underground. It's a kind of pollution that's totally invisible to us.
All right, enough about the problems. Let's talk about solutions. This is where we get to be the heroes of the story. Can you name 2 ways that we can actively protect our water?
Yes, these are some really powerful actions. Making sure our sewage systems are working right is a huge one. And for us personally, just deciding to never pour things like chemicals or paint down the drain is critical. And hey, getting together for a community cleanup, that can make a massive, visible difference.
You know, we can even make a difference when we're shopping. What type of cleaning products should we try to buy to help protect our water?
You got it. The best bet is to look for products with the fewest chemicals, or even better, find ones that are biodegradable. And all biodegradable means is that the product can break down naturally without leaving all that harmful gunk behind in our water. It's a really smart choice you can make right at the store.
Okay, we're here, our final question, and it's a classic. Our planet is covered in oceans, right? So why can't people drink seawater?
And the answer is actually pretty simple. It is just way too salty. Our bodies can't process that much salt. In fact, drinking it would make you even more dehydrated. It's a great reminder that even though water is everywhere, the fresh, clean kind is incredibly precious.
And that is a wrap on our quiz. You did a fantastic job.
You are all officially water heroes. If you remember anything from today, let it be these two things. Save water whenever you can, and always, always do your part to help keep our water clean.
So, I'm going to leave you with one final thought, kind of a challenge, really. After everything we've talked about, what is one new thing that you will do to protect water this week? Think about it, and then go out and do it. Thanks so much for playing along today.